I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. When the sun shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I have traveled the world over, but never found the peace that comes from watching my fishes as they swim about their home.
Look at this crew in here.
My heart is happy and I am content to sit and watch them swim. I will not be alone while these fishies are in my home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart wants to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home.
Yeah. Hey, Dina.
Hey.
How's it going? Guys? We're all here. Get the little fishies. There we are, sitting on the belt, playing our ancient instrument.
Right?
Mercy, mercy, mercy. Well, I got 2 pies in the oven.
Mm-hmm.
2 chicken pies. One has a crust, sort of, and the other one does not. They are loaded with vegetables. Loaded with vegetables. I think it'll be pretty good. We'll see. Dina's voice is low tonight. I think it might have been mine. Right. Who's this? Ken Azarowski from the VA. Oh, from Virginia. Mercy. Who else is here? Rated PG is here. Super Sunfish is here. Psycho Plant Lady. We know who that is.
I'm not here, you guys. You don't see me.
Krista Baker, Chew, Rob, Mattis Factory, Adam Armbruster, Outside and Aquatic, Stan Pittman. Who else is here? A Brave Bird Saved, Andre Scott. Fire G needs a wrench. Let's get him a wrench. All right. And Ken. And is that it? That's it. We have, what do we have here? We have 45 people in so far, and we're not 2 minutes in. What are we doing? 2 minutes
yeah,
in.
we're 10 minutes early almost.
Yeah, we're 10 minutes early and 2 minutes in.
Yeah.
Mercy. Well, nice to be with you all. We made a breakthrough today, a couple of them. Every day is breakthrough day anymore with Father Fish, because it's the only way to proceed.
Right.
We made some firm decisions finally about the shop. So tomorrow, Anthony is going to be filming, and I'm going to be rearranging, restructuring, and rebuilding 2 65-gallon tanks.
Nice.
In order to get them looking nice.
Mm-hmm.
So my my whole new approach here is to look nice. 'Cause, I mean, I don't prefer it, mind you,
I
but
feel you on that.
but it seems to be requisite upon me to do so. I was looking at, let me show you from a distance. I
Mhm.
can't get up close here. I was looking at these two tanks last
Yeah.
night, just kind of studying them. They're 29 talls, 2 foot wide. They've been set up now for, well, I brought them up from Florida, same substrate. They've been set up here ever since it came up, about 2 years. Um, they were set up at the shop for at least 10 years, so they're like 12-year-old tanks. You can see the water is pretty red, a lot of tannins in the water. It's very
Yeah.
good. And the plants are kind of thick.
Mhm.
And I've been putting fish in it steadily for the last 2 years, in addition to what was already in there. And I've forgotten half of what's in it. But I began poking around. I found a tub outside with mosquito larvae in it. So I dipped out some fish from the tank and put them in there, and dipped out some mosquito larvae and put them in here. And then began looking around. I saw baby fish, too tiny to know what they are, right
Nice.
around, right on the top, kind of swimming on the top.
Hmm.
They could be any number of things. I have any number of things in these things. I have I've got some tiny tetras. I have some botellas. I've got scarlet batis. I'm not sure whether I have okefenokee. I don't think I do,
Oh, that'd be cool.
but I'm getting some. I was talking to a fellow in Florida today who's going to do some collecting and ship me some a pygmy sunfish. So, and there are a lot of other things. There are pygmy cories in them. There are oh Lord, I don't even remember. Um, there are pistogrammas in them. I had pistogrammas spawn in there. The fry are more than a year old now. Got some golden plecos, red plecos, I think. It kind of goes on and on. And it struck me that these fish, I put a little bit of food in, kind of daily. I miss a day or two here or there, but just a pinch every day or so. I've not been putting a lot of food web in, but I've just started doing that again. So I'm trying to get it built back up. But there are fish that have been living in these tanks for years with without any intervention of any sort at all.
Hmm.
And as I get down in there and look deeply into them, I see fish and I see other things happening that are just amazing. I mean, these are as close to a natural environment I think as it's possible to get. And the thing about that is a natural environment is not pretty. It's
That's it.
fascinating. It's very interesting. It contains a wealth of life, but it's not, you don't look at it and see every fish.
Yeah, exactly.
You look at it and see no fish. And there may be 100 fish in there. Um,
Hmm.
you'll never see more than 5 or 6 at a time. Never. But if you dig deep into it, one of the things we're going to try to do is get the GoPro down inside these tanks and see if we can't get some close ups of some of what's going on in here. Because I think there's a story to tell
Oh,
about this
absolutely.
tank. So, anyway, there's that. That's insight. Then there's the other issue of setting up a shop
Hmm.
that needs to look attractive enough that people are going to say, are not going to say, ew, what's that? They're going to say, wow, that's nice. or something. Let's see, we have somebody here. Jane Higgins is there. Jane, come back up. There he is. Let's bring you up. Hi there.
Hey.
Jamie, is it?
Yes,
Nice to see you. How are you?
I'm doing good. I have a couple of questions.
Sure.
I have a small 5-gallon tank that seems to be doing perfectly. I never have any problems out of it at all. But I have a 55 in my other room that I cannot seem to get pH to level off ever.
Where is the pH now?
Right now, it is about a 6.
6?
Yes,
That's
sir.
pretty low. Yeah. What is your tap water?
My tap water runs about an 8.
Really?
Yes,
That's
but
interesting.
it's been set up for a while, and it's at my mother's house, and she was in the hospital for a while, and her lights got messed up, and a lot of her plant life died. And I wondered if it had something to do with that. I've done a water change, but it seems to keep dropping back down.
Yeah, you got no carbonates in it. Without carbonates, it cannot hold a pH. So the solution to that is to start putting eggshell in it. Um, any kind of calcium. You could stir some bone meal in it, but that's gonna make it cloudy. Start with eggshells. Just anytime you eat an egg, save the shell, crush it up, and throw it in the tank. It's not going to hurt anything, and it will build up carbonates that will begin to get hold of that. The other thing you could do is put a little baking soda in the tank.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 55. If you put half a teaspoon of baking soda, that'll bring it up to about 7, and it'll begin to hold it there. So between that and the eggshells, you'll begin building back up some buffers that'll be able to hold the pH up. So it lacks buffers, and buffers come from calcium. They're carbonates. You burned up all the carbonates. Probably because it's an old tank, been sitting there and didn't have anything to replenish it. So I would do that. What kind of substrate do you have in it?
I have aqua soil, sand, and a little gravel mix.
Okay, well that sounds good. How deep is the substrate?
It's about an inch and a half to 2 inches right now, but I plan to put a little more in it. I
Yeah,
just
put some
didn't
more
think it had
sand in.
enough.
Put another inch of sand, and you could also start putting a food web in it. Just some moldy leaves from a creek or a pond or a ditch. Not a lot, a little bit. Just a little bit at a time. What kind of fish are in it?
At the moment, nothing. I
Okay,
won't put it because I had lost everything and I was trying to get it back before we went there. And
okay,
I live in a rural community. The only fish shops around here is the local chain stores. And when you ask questions, they tell you to look on YouTube and
yeah.
I
ask
feel you
questions
on
there.
that.
Get yourself a
Mhm.
minnow trap and throw it in the crate and catch some little minnows and put them in there. And any plants you see growing along the creek or in the creek, pull them out and put them in. Where do you live? What part of the country?
I live in Alabama, about midways up.
Alabama. Okay, that's good. There's a lot of stuff in Alabama waters.
Yeah,
I
you'll be
would
able to catch a lot of stuff.
I would start doing that. Start catching some wild stuff and put it in there, and that'll build it up. But add a little bit of baking soda, about a half a teaspoon, and some eggshells. That'll start getting the buffers up, and then get some mulchy leaves from a creek. Try to catch a couple little fish. You can put them in. Won't cost you anything. Um, and whatever plants you can find growing along the creek or in a pond or whatever, and just try to bring it back that way. It'll come back for sure, and it'll
I
be nice.
appreciate
You'll
it.
like it. It'll make it a lot of fun.
I appreciate it. I've never had live. I've had fish tanks my whole life, but I've never had anything with live plants. And I just decided one day I was going to try it. And
Well, good
Works
for
great
you.
at my house, but my big tank doesn't. My smallest tanks work great, but the bigger tank seems to be giving me the
Well,
hardest time.
it just lost all of its carbonates, but you can get that back. The baking soda and the eggshell is going to get it back.
Okay.
That'll be a big help. So start doing that. Start putting some leaf mulch in. That'll bring it back too. There's a lot of carbon in leaf mulch, so that'll build it back up as well. There are a lot of things you can do to replenish it and get it built back up like that. Natural things, simple things.
Thank you. That's what I'm trying. I'm trying so hard to stick to the natural way of
Well,
doing
good,
things. It just,
good. Well, you're on the right track, and keep coming back. Show us the progress. It's
Yeah.
at
all
your
right, thank you.
mother's house. You said
Do what, hon?
the tank is at your mother's house.
Yes, I'm actually currently moving in with her. She's older and she needs a little more help, so I'm trying to give her something to
Oh,
watch.
okay. So
Yeah.
you're going to be there to work on the tank. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're going to look forward to seeing how this tank comes back. This will be great.
Right. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Are you
Jenny.
on the
Uh,
Discord show yet?
I'm sorry.
Are you on the Discord show yet? Because they can give a lot of advice and help.
No, ma'am. Actually, I just have started following Father Fish about a year ago, and
Yeah.
picking up on some tricks in there. And it's real, like I said, in my little bitty 5-gallon tank, it's all working great. But when I started working with moms, it was like, oh no.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
I'm gonna post a link for you in the chat where you can join the Discord show. If you have any questions, they're 24/7. You can ask.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're
Wonderful.
welcome.
Thank you, Jamie.
All right.
Nice to
Thank
meet
you.
you.
Nice to meet you. Bye bye.
Well, let's see. Morningstar Quaid said, I want to show up my tag without me being shown. Why is that? Are you ugly? We like ugly. Ugly is good. I very much appreciate ugly. Who's this? Cobra. Cobra J3. Hello, hello.
Hello, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. Oh, I have you on my TV. That's why I got to be careful.
Wonderful.
I wanted to definitely show you. So I started watching your videos and I instantly got hooked. I found that the heavily planted tank method for me was just the way to go in terms of, like you say, what nature requires. And I think that through doing that, it really got me fascinated with different types of plants and different types of fish and
Nice.
It will.
and trying to get a combination of both. Like you say, I watched your recent video about how, what's the word I'm looking for, new aquariums have filters and this and that, and how you like combining the two. So whether if it was even a light or whatever it may be. Anyways, stop rambling. I'll show you my tank here. Let me see how I can switch my camera around. All right, so I have a 75-gallon. Looks like a planted discus tank with about
That's lovely.
Yeah.
six cories. See if I can flip this way. Will it go sideways?
Well,
No.
you try it again. I think you had it.
Oh,
Those are
there we go.
huge. Beautiful.
There we go. So there's somewhere in there about 6 green cories. I have definitely bunch of snails in there too, and in the back, like you say, I keep adding in leaves, so
Okay.
I'm really trying to get it to the natural way. Oh, let me move my camera.
Stunning discus. Really pretty discus.
The natural way.
That's
And
a lot.
let me tell you, I love your videos because the amount of people who I see that say discus water changes 80% every couple days, and it has to be a bare bottom, and
I know.
don't use discus if it's your first type of fish. I keep thinking it's all BS because ever since I did planted, it just runs itself.
That's
Yep.
it.
Really.
Mhm.
And I'm hoping more people see a video like this because, like I said, too many people think discus are hard to take care of, and with heavily planted tanks, like I say, it runs itself. So I just
Yeah.
wanted to say thank you very much. You really
Well,
motivated
thank you,
me
Cobra.
to.
Do me a favor and are you on the shoal yet? Have you gotten in the Father Fish shoal?
Is that the Discord page?
Yes.
Mhm. Yes.
I am in there. Yes.
Oh, good.
Awesome.
Okay. Make sure you post pictures if you have not, or some short videos. Get your own channel, and we'll be able to use those in our videos. That's
Awesome.
something I'm real interested in doing.
Awesome.
So I
Thanks so
appreciate
much. Like I
Is it-
said, it's hard enough to find good information regarding discus, but I think your whole methodology of planted tanks for me was just like it hit home, and it was like a bell for sure. So thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
It was so nice meeting you guys. Take care.
You too.
Nice meeting you too.
Thanks again.
And for anybody that doesn't know it in the show, there is a video submission and a photo submission section. So if you'd like your videos or photos featured on Father Fish, submit a video or a photo.
Absolutely. Stephanie Herrera. Hello.
Hey. Thanks.
Stephanie.
Did we lose her?
Hey, yeah, this is Zaphic Lane. I'm showing off my native Texas tank that I've got going here. As you can see, there's red shiners that I've got right here.
Wow.
I've most of the fish that are in here are from here in Central Texas. As you can see, the Liguidia that I've got going back here, that was also harvested here natively.
Nice. I like the rocks.
Me too.
Yeah, the rocks I also collected from a local creek kind of behind the house. I wanted to show off this little guy right here. This is a black-nosed dace.
Yes.
He's basically acting like a Siamese algae eater. I had a little bit of problem with hair algae in this tank before, and he has taken it all out for me.
Nice.
That's real good.
Dace are a very underreported fish. That's funny. I knew what it was instantly.
Yeah. The
And
red
I'm not-
shiners have been
Yeah.
really nice too. I got a pretty male here. I'll try to catch on the camera.
Yeah. Oh, they're gorgeous. Look at that.
Yeah, the color on these is just outstanding. I don't know why more people don't get them for their tank.
Now these were caught in a creek, were they?
Yes, those were
Right.
caught just in a creek behind this house. I made a day of it. Went out with my son. We yes, with my
Nice.
son. My son and I went out with a couple little fish traps and a cast net. And that's where we got all these guys.
Very cool. I would put what size tank is that?
It's a 75-gallon tank.
That's a nice size tank. Do you have a power head in it?
It's got a small canister filter on it, and there's a power head in the back.
Okay. Yeah, power head will give you some flow. And those kind of fish really like flow.
Yeah.
You can bump it up and put a bigger one in. That's wonderful. I love it.
All right. I was glad to get to show this off. Like I said, this is kind of in keeping with what you try to preach about. Most of the stuff you can just get from your local environment and from your
That's right.
local streams and rivers, and
Yep,
you can
yep.
do a really great job just with stuff that's growing around you.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I love it. Are you on Discord? Have you been able to get some pictures on Discord of this yet? Our Father Fish Shoal.
All right.
Hi.
Yeah, I can try to send y'all some stuff from there. Thank you very much.
Okay.
I'm having to do this through my wife's phone, but I'll get back on the live chat on mine here in a minute. Thank you.
No, thank you. Take care.
All right.
How about that? That's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I love the all natural tanks where you just go out and catch the fish.
Who else is here? Adam.
Awesome.
Hi guys, happy Wednesday.
Hi, how are you?
Good. You know, I wanted to give you guys an update. Remember we set this tank up your way
Absolutely. Yep.
in February, right?
Right.
And for anybody that's not ordering plants from you, I don't know why. These plants came through the Florida heat. They struggled a little bit, but now look at these things.
Oh, they're wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll bounce back.
Oh man, are they bouncing back, Dina?
Mm-hmm.
They're going. They're super happy. And I got to tell you something. For everybody watching, I haven't done a water change in March.
That's
Is that
it.
right?
All I do is
4
add water
months. Yeah.
in the trees. I tried to do
Mhm.
And
That water's crystal clear too.
oh, look at that!
Yeah.
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 So the plants that don't have the chemicals on and don't have all that goo on them, that's what I wanted. I wanted a real aquarium. I didn't want to.
Right.
I
Right.
didn't want chems everywhere. I tried in the '80s to have an aquarium, and I was constantly replacing fish and chemicals and elixirs, and this is so fun. And people come in and they look at this and they go, "Wow!" And I said, "You won't believe it. I don't do anything to it." I mean, look at these
Right.
plants. Dina. Look at these things.
You have that in your office, don't you?
It's in the middle of my house, actually, in between the
Oh,
kitchen
okay.
and family room. Yeah, it sits up against. See, it's up against the wall
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
like that.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Thanks, but your
This is
plant.
this is a Florida house, guys. Sarasota.
And at your coaching, that's sand from off of Casey Key
Ah, from Casey.
And that's nice.
Nice,
from
nice,
his house. I didn't steal it off the beach. I went to his house with permission.
cool, cool. Ah,
Yeah, so it's really doing well. I just want to give you guys an update. It's been a while.
beautiful. I love it. Thank you.
It
Looking
is-
forward to Friday, by the way.
Oh, we're gonna have fun. Yeah,
That'll be neat. Thank you, Adam. Appreciate you.
guys. Thanks, guys. Good fun. See ya. Cheers.
Bye.
See ya.
Let's see. Who's this? DCHVAC does not have his camera on. So, oh, there he is. There he is. Let's see.
Here.
Love that hardscape.
Oh, right. How we
No,
doing?
here's the good eats, good aids.
The goody eye, right. I did not understand that you're in New York. Or
Yeah,
Long
I'm in New York.
Island.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to arrange to get some of these from you. I'll do a trade with you if you want to do a trade.
I emailed you back. I'd love to do a trade, but I don't have more room for fish, so I was just gonna send them. Because I got this tank set up so I can start to move the fry in here as they.
All right.
But this tank I set up about a week ago. I bought
That
a bunch
looks
of
nice.
rocks.
That looks good.
I
I
stacked.
love the rock. What is that? What is that? Dragon rock?
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a bunch of different dragon stones that I just kind of stacked on top of each other.
Yeah, looks
Oh,
nice.
I love the way you stacked those. That looks like just one
Yeah,
giant stone.
Very artistic, isn't it?
Wow, it is artistic.
Yeah.
And then snipped some ripped out some Vallisneria from that tank.
Right.
I planted this tank to be Vallisneria, and I wanted to take over the
Oh,
whole.
it'll be it'll fill up too.
So I just threw this in here, Java Fern for the time being, just to kind of help something.
Very well. There's always room for one more tank.
That's it.
You do understand that.
I got a couple of pretty decently sized bamboo shrimp.
Oh,
And-
cool.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they are a neat shrimp. And they're totally harmless. I've never known them to cause any kind of problem. They're a filter feeder.
Yeah, so this one's about like 3.5, 4 inches.
Wow. Yeah.
So
They-
when I set up this tank, I took the sponge from the filter in this tank and this tank, and I just wrung them out here to
Very cool. Yes.
something.
Right.
And
Nice.
then I got recently, I don't know if you can see, bumblebee gobies.
Oh, I love them. I love them.
They're so tiny.
Yeah, they're cool. They don't get big. They
No.
don't get to an inch.
This is supposed to be full grown, and it's the size of the head of a Q-tip.
Oh,
They
my
are
word.
adorable.
I'm
That's
hoping I got a male and a female because I'd like to keep them going.
Really, really.
Hard to tell, they're so small.
They'll get a little bigger. Yeah. I've got a tank with a bunch of them in it. Nice fish.
And I had a big hair algae problem with this tank. And I had a pea puffer in here. The pea puffer decided to leap out of the tank when I wasn't looking, and once the pea puffer was gone and I stopped feeding the bloodworms, the hair algae's kind of taking care of
Isn't
itself.
that interesting? Yeah, excess protein. It builds
So
nitrates. Yep.
I figured I'll keep the pea puffer out. I'll just leave a fish that's more easy to feed. And then
Yeah, it's
there's,
all about nitrates.
I forget what this is, an autosynclus catfish right here.
Yes, that's what it is. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's cute.
Nice.
But last time I tried to show you the reticulated hill stream loach that's in this tank. Oh, there he is on the back wall right there.
I don't see him. Oh yeah,
Oh,
I
right
do.
in the middle.
Yeah, I see him.
So
Oh, he is neat.
he's about the size of this big Gadaid right here.
Okay.
He's pretty big.
Ha.
But then you go to this tank and he's not going to show up. But I have one that's like the size of the tip of my pinky, and I've had him for 2 years.
Tiny. Yeah. They actually in the wild they get pretty big. But
Yeah.
I've never seen them more than an inch in a tank.
Oh yeah, this guy's definitely more than an inch back there.
Wow, nice.
I had some Borneo loaches that I threw in here. I did 3 Borneo and 3 Hillstream loaches when I started this tank up.
Right.
But I don't think I had enough oxygen in for them. I don't think there was enough water movement.
Oh.
So they all went out. But I put an air stone in the filter here.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And I'm hoping that is helping. Or
Well, it seems to be. Everybody looks very healthy, acting very normal.
yeah, a lot of chasing between the males.
That's a good sign.
And then this is my only female right now that can reproduce.
Wow.
I have a good amount of fry that are female, but they're still too young.
Right. They do take a while, don't they? They're kind of slow growers.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on about a month, maybe a little over, and none of them have gotten big enough to where they can start to reproduce yet.
Yeah, 3 months, usually 3 months.
But I got, some of them were more than 2 months when they were sent to me by my brother.
Huh.
I guess, yeah, I don't know. But I was going to send you a few males because I just have too many males here.
Okay.
And I was going to try to send you some of the bigger females that are like almost there.
Okay.
Because as far as females go, I don't really have anything like that's
Yeah, I understand. Well, I've never been enthused about goody eye, but these fish really catch my eye. They're really remarkable.
When I got sent these fish, it like revamped my excitement for fish keeping.
Yeah, I can understand.
I mean, they feel like wild fish from like a pond they threw into the
Right.
tank.
Well, they very much are. That's
Yeah.
right. That's part of the joy of keeping them.
Yeah.
Very nice. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming. And I'll get back to you on email or whatever, however we're communicating. DM or something. Thanks again.
Yeah. Thank you.
Love it. Bye.
Bye.
Let's see. Is that Jamie? Oh, that was Steve. Right. Okay.
I love his heart.
Ruben Avasa and Morningstar Quaid are with us. Well, that's we gotta go. We gotta do Morningstar. I want to see. Yeah, I want to see Morningstar
Hello.
squirm. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
How are you?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing good. You have a 32-gallon boat front. Very nice.
Yeah, this is my father fish tank.
Yes, I love it. Okay.
I'm not going to be able to say how long. My phone's about ready to die.
Oh my.
So I just want to show you a quick look at my aquarium.
Okay.
We've had it up now for about 5 months. It's a nano tank.
Yeah, okay.
And I think I have getting too many. I think I have too many fish. Can you tell? Do you think I have too many fish?
Get up real close. Let's take a close look at it.
Yeah.
Do I think you have too many fish? No, I don't think you have too many fish.
Okay, good.
Not at all.
Good. I'm starting to worry about that.
If you had twice as many, it still would not be too many. You have so
Okay.
much cover. You have so much cover in there, and plants. It's you have.
Majority of those plants are for you.
It's a very nice looking tank, and it's a tank that fish are obviously very comfortable in.
Yeah.
So it's
I
certainly not
it's
overpopulated.
really hard. There's my substrate. You can't really see the dirt because I wanted to cover the substrate up front. But here's the side view.
Okay,
I'm putting more sand on it tonight. For some reason, it don't look like
it's a
much, but
beautiful tank.
Yeah,
Real
it
nice
is.
tank. Yeah, very much like it.
I've had great luck with my tank, except I just got over having ick, and I lost all my shrimp.
Oh
Oh,
dear.
sorry to hear that.
Well, you know what to do about it now, right?
Yes, I definitely know what to do about it now.
Stan says you sound pretty.
Thank you. I've worked very hard at it. I follow everything you say.
Well, thank you so much. You're a dear.
This is
I-
this is what
I-
I've learned from you and Dina.
Thank you, Morningstar.
Yeah,
But
thank
I've
you.
got to go. My phone is dying on me, so I gotta go.
Well, thank you. Thank you for coming up.
Thank you.
Bye
Bye.
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 Okay, let's get Ruben Abasa.
Hello, Father Fish.
How are you, Ruben?
I am doing good. How are you?
Good. My, look at this. What size tank is that?
This is a 10-gallon.
I thought so.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
And yeah, I did some plant relocation because what's it called? All my hydrophilas over at this side aren't getting enough light, so I moved them
Okay.
over to this side with the other hydrophilas, and
Okay.
I trimmed them back and I replanted most of them, so I hopefully get like dense new growth and stuff like that.
Right.
And then something unfortunate happened though. One of the black skirt tetras, the smaller one, kind of died. I think it's because um they've been bullied so much. The other black skirts are kind of very
Yeah, black
territorial.
skirt tetras will do that.
Yeah. So yeah, one died and I was super sad about it, but it's fine. I was thinking of just like giving them away to my local fish store and just get like other peaceful schooling fish
I
like the
think
neon.
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really do. I think it's important to have, not to hold on to fish forever. If it's something you're not really enjoying, then give it to somebody else, rate it off. Don't flush it. That's cruel.
Yeah.
But you can always find somebody who's willing to take a fish. And fish shops, any kind of decent store will take a fish if it's healthy and give you
Yeah.
a little bit of credit, and you can try some new things.
Yes, and also the zebra daniels are very aggressive too towards the neon tetras. They would chase them. So
Yeah,
I guess
that's right. That's
yeah,
right.
I'll just replace those aggressive fish, and I'll probably get like some more cardinal tetras or something like that that will
Yeah,
like
yeah.
fit
There's so
my
many
thing.
nice tetras. Yeah.
Yeah,
No barbs. No barbs.
no barbs.
No barbs. You can do guppies. Guppies are not
Yeah,
aggressive.
guppies are good. I was thinking of getting some too. So when they breed and like the baby starts growing to adult, I could like give them to the my local fish store so I can get some store credits as well. So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. Sounds
So
wonderful.
yep, and then yeah, I relocated some Java ferns, so I made like this wood right here. I made it fuller with the Java ferns.
Yeah, it looks really nice. It's really a very impressive tank.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
we'll be excited to see your new fish in it.
Okay, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Ruben, very
All
much.
right.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, that tank looks so much bigger than a 10-gallon. It still surprises me that that's a 10-gallon. It's
Denise mom is here. Hi, Denise.
Hello. Hi. How are you, Father Fish?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great.
Denise's mom is here. What are we looking at?
So, hold on. So this is my guppies. I have all different kinds. I have one ram because the other ones died, so I put him in with the guppies. He seemed to like them.
Yeah, that usually works out.
So this is a 29.
Okay. Are we
And then I
looking
have
at
plants at the top.
I think you turn your camera. We're looking at it upside. We're looking at it sideways. There you go.
Okay, is that better? I can't see, so.
I want to see if we've got landscape. No, we don't. It's okay. That's fine.
Okay, and then I have a 20 that has a whole bunch of tetras in here and a couple, I got one glowfish because he was fighting with the other one, so I put her in here.
The tetras are pretty, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, this is my live bear tank. It's got the mollies and swordfish in here.
Oh, cool.
So I thought the tetras would get along with them. And I have some loaches, but they like to hide until it gets dark.
Yes, they do, don't they?
Yeah. And I have a couple catfish to clean in here, so they're pretty good. They've been in here for a while, probably 3 or 4 months.
Okay.
And then I have, how come theirs turned off? I have a discus tank. I'm really having trouble with these discus. I have 2 discus. They keep dying on me. These, I can't get them to eat. These ones eat.
Where are you
They'll eat anything. Aquarium, I can't remember.
Online?
But yes. I can't find any stores here that will sell them. We don't even have a fish store around here. I have to go like an hour and a half. I live in California in the East Bay. But if I want, I can go to Oakland. They're supposed to have a big one there, but. And then I have some catfish. Oh, now where is he? I have a rope fish, and he's always out, and I want to show you him, and he's gone.
Right.
Just like kids, they're always gone.
Yeah.
Where'd he go? Oh, there he is in the back. I don't know if you can see him.
Yeah, they don't lay around much.
Yeah, he's always moving. He's gotten like twice as big since I've got him.
Wow. They're cool fish.
And then I have one more tank. Actually, I have 3, but there's nothing in the other one. Other 2 because I moved them all into my 75. So this is the angel tank. I have some platinum angels, some marbles, and this little striped guy. When 29 it crashed, he's the only one that survived. Everybody else died.
Wow.
I got up at 2 o'clock in the morning. I was like, what is going on here?
Oh, I know.
So then,
that happens.
yeah, I have a rainbow shark. And I think there's like 4 albino cories in there. There's one. and then some tetras, and the other two glowfish. They're the
Right.
first ones I got. So, and I have a betta in here. I don't know where he is. I have a black crown tail betta. He's the first fish I ever bought when I moved here.
Wow.
But yeah, I'm waiting for more plants to come, so we'll see.
Okay. That's a great collection of tanks.
Oh yeah, I have it.
Yes, you do.
I definitely do. If I could find more places, I would
Right. Well,
have more tanks.
There's
I feel
always
you on that.
Yeah, but I have a husband too, so I'd like to keep him too.
Right? That's the issue, is getting the husband to agree.
Well, you need
Right.
to get him involved. He needs to have one of his own.
That's it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he sits right next to the tank, and I ask him when I come home from work, if you seen this fish, you see that fish? I'm trying to get him to do something.
Really.
That's
And he
it.
did go. And we have a little tiny pet store. He's got probably 20 tanks in there, and I took him there, and he liked all the fish. He picked
Oh,
out a
cool.
couple fish, and so he's come along.
That's good. Well, when he picks out
Okay.
a fish, and get him a tank, and he keeps his fish in his tank then.
Well, I
So
have 2 empty tanks, so if he wants to, he can do that.
There you go.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
Okay.
I love it. You bet.
All right. Thank you. Have a great
High
night.
five.
You
You
too.
too. Somebody's calling me. It says political call, which I don't need to know. Let's see, 7:30. I think let me check my pies.
Okay.
It's supposed to be half an hour. Oh, let's see.
So if anybody wants to come up, get in line. When Father Fish gets back, he can bring you up. My access, I can't bring you up yet. So we haven't quite got that one figured out yet, but working on it. So let's see what's going on. Let me get this where you can hear me, because I have to be here where I can see the comments. And yeah, Adam, that does sound yummy. Homemade chicken pot pie, yeah. Something new on my list I'm going to attempt to try to cook. And NC Planko, it's nice to see you. I'm doing good. A little bit tired, but hanging in there. Well, Rob, I don't think he's going to start having a bakery, but you never know. There could be a Father Fish bakery. What fish am I going to put in the big tank? You talking about that one there? That one, my plan is actually to make that a turtle paludarium. Now, I've got 2 more tanks, though, that I'm debating on what to do with. A 65-gallon that I'm probably not going to fill up. I'm still testing. And then a 20-gallon that's going to be rice fish. Oh, awesome. Hey, that looks good.
That's my chicken pot pie.
Hey, it works. It looks good.
I gotta get it out of my head. It's hot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, those oven mitts do not protect your hand as much as you'd expect. I don't know how many times I've burnt myself through one.
Right. Okay, the oven is off.
Awesome. And yeah, Adam, I love turtles too. So that's what I'm hoping to do. We'll see. I've still got to finish making the backdrop, finish making everything I want for the hardscape, because I had to change plans. It was going to be a 75-gallon fish tank, but my floor disagreed with that. So the reason I'm going slow with filling up the 65, because I want to make sure everything's good this time before I fill the tank all the way up.
You're really always a good idea.
Yeah. Welcome back.
So I'm going to be eating chicken pot pie tonight. My very own. Let's see. How's that? That's better. Let's see who's here. Nobody's here. All right, let's do a little show and tell, shall we?
All right. Well, we've got the stem plant deal that has 15 bunches of 4 to 5 plants per bunch and at least 15 different species. That's what I've got back there. You can't really see it because I had to drain the tank. But it grows really fast, and if I would have drained the tank, it would have looked totally awesome. All these plants are beginner friendly, and all of them grow without the need for CO2 injections or liquid fertilizers or chemical fertilizers. Everything in the Father Fish supplement will supply everything that's needed. Then you've got the Father Fish supplement. This is one of the most important things you can have when you're making a dirty tank. It adds all the nutrients that you need to the tank for the plants to really thrive and flourish. I mean, that stuff, it's magic. You need that stuff because I've every tank I do now, I put that in it. And then if you don't want to do measurements, we've got 3 different sizes of the soil supplement. A substrate, it has the humus, the compost, the soil, and the Father Fish supplement. All you got to do is dump it in, cap it with sand, 2 inches, and you're good to go. It comes in 10 gallon, I believe 25 gallon, and 55 gallon.
Wonderful. Let's see. Why don't you get your song up?
Let's see if I can get that up because I forgot to load that. So let's see if I can.
You can do it.
Wish me luck, you guys. Let's see. Where did the song go? Why is it not? Here we
Straight
go.
out of Cornwall wants us to start from the beginning. We always are starting from the beginning. Every moment in time is a new beginning. We are beginning right now.
I like it. Got it.
Yeah? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it just took me a minute to find it.
Let's get it up. Here we go.
Deep in the water where the fish roam free, we're building a food web, a tiny world to see. Leaf litter from nature, providing a home. From microflora and microfauna, no longer alone. We collect the leaves, the water and the creatures in ponds, rivers and streams. Our ecosystem features, creating a balance in this underwater land. With every piece connected, our food web will expand. Creating a balance in this underwater land. With every piece connected, our food web will expand. Building the food web in our aquarium today, feeding our ecosystem in the most natural way. Leaf litter provides the perfect home for all, a thriving underwater world standing proud and tall. Microscopic life hiding and thriving beneath the surface of the water, a delicate motif. As we watch them flourish in a tiny space, we see the importance of maintaining a place. We care for our aquarium with love and dedication, knowing that every element plays a vital relation. From the smallest to the largest, every creature has a role. Together they create our moment.
They say I'll learn this.
Building the food web in our aquarium today, feeding our ecosystem in the most natural way. Leaf litter provides the perfect home for all, a thriving underwater world standing proud and tall. Building the food web in our aquarium today, feeding our ecosystem in the most natural way. Leaf litter provides the perfect home for all, a Driving underwater world, standing proud and tall. Building a food web in our aquarium today. Feeding our ecosystem in the most natural way. Leaf litter provides a perfect home for all. A thriving underwater world, standing proud and tall.
Yeah. Nice. Oh, we have a visitor.
Oh, cool.
Stefan is back. Hi.
Hey, nice to have you
Hey,
back.
it's Epic Lane. I came back. I wanted to show y'all. Y'all were asking about where I was getting my fish, and
Yeah.
I wanted to show off the location.
Oh, how wonderful.
Wow.
This is where I come
Turn your camera sideways.
with my son.
Yeah.
See what we get.
We caught all the fish from right here. If you look right here, you can actually see a couple of little perch nests right there. Off in the corner, you can see the round rock psychoplant. Okay.
Wow.
Oh, Oreo, perfect.
There's Texas Holy Rock
Oh,
all over the
my.
place.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
This whole location is just really pretty. You know, it's like it feels just good for your soul to kind of be out here and get to enjoy nature like this. It's one of the
Now,
things I
where
love
is-
about your method of fish keeping is that you get to come out into a wild
Yeah.
location, get to enjoy being part of nature, and then bring that nature home with you.
Where are you? Where is this?
This is in Central Texas. I'm close to Fort Hood or Fort Cavazos now, since they've changed the name of it.
Isn't that amazing? That's gorgeous.
Yeah, it is.
Stunning. There's that was a massive root ball you just showed us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, you passed it. No, not that one. The one
What?
right there. No, you passed it again. Go back.
Yeah. Yeah, right over there in the corner. Okay, I got
There
you.
it is. Right. That you got a tank big enough for that?
Right?
Yeah,
That
I've
would
been
be
out here at all
nice.
this.
That's wonderful.
This is where I caught the dace and all the red shiners and the mosquito fish that I had in my tank.
Wow. Very cool. I love it. You
Yeah,
got
that is
another
a nice
sandbar
rock.
there too. That's a nice sandbar there as well.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
These button willows grow all along the way here, too.
Oh,
So
yeah.
really cool. Oh, look, there's frogs.
So all that leaf mulch. Oh, I
Uh-huh.
found
Yeah.
tadpole. Yeah.
I've got pennywort growing native here. I've got it going in another one of the native tanks that I'm going to be chilling with y'all soon when I get it up and running.
Oh, nice.
That will be nice. I love those rocks. There is so many rocks there. In Florida, you don't find rocks.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm kind of spoiled for choice with all this rock work. It's mostly limestone, and it adds a lot of alkalinity to the tank.
Right, right. Yeah, there's the original buffer.
That is beautiful.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
What a great place. Need to pitch a tent.
But yeah, this
out.
is what I really enjoy about getting to do the father fish thing. It's a pleasure just to be out here and get to have nature and bring it home with me.
Amen.
That's
Thank
it.
you so much. That's wonderful.
All right, I'll see y'all later.
Bye.
Yeah, see you later. That is such a beautiful place.
Let's see. I think I lost Dina. You need to come back up. There you are.
Awesome. I don't know how I got back up or how I got lost, but awesome.
Right. I'm just clicking away here.
It happens.
All right. Nice. What time is it? What are we doing? 7:49.
Yep.
Glory. We're almost 2 hours. No, we're an hour in.
Mhm.
I couldn't imagine it going that fast. About an hour in. Who is this? Oh, that's Dina Staggs. I know who that is. You're up twice. How come?
I have
Oh,
no
that's the
idea.
song. That was the song. I know. Oh, glory.
Stan says he saw a Bigfoot in the background.
Did he now? That's actually called a what's it, a swamp something, a swamp skunk.
Yeah. I've heard it called several different things. I've heard it called a skunk ape.
Skunk
And
ape.
I can't remember the other one. There was a third one, but I can't remember what it was. Sasquatch. 3G got it.
Right, Sasquatch. Dre Toast music. Dre, one of the joys of doing this is you can show the progress
Mhm.
of your tank week after week, because you can come up every week and show off what you're doing.
Yeah, you can.
Makes it real interesting.
Mhm. And it's a good way to document where you've been and how your tank's coming along. You can always go back and look at the videos.
Right, Kevin. Nice to see you, Kevin. Kevin Perez from Colombia. Nice to have you with us.
Yeah, hopefully next week I'll have something to show off. This week I've just been filling tanks, make sure everything's gonna work good. This time I'm double testing to make sure everything goes good.
Fish quick. Fish quick. Nice to see you. So, yeah, we're finally starting to get some things together at the shop. Of course, we've only been in there a week, so you can't hold us to too much. And there's been lots to do. But it's coming along. We're actually getting, it doesn't look like it because there's so much that needs doing. But we got the racks delivered today for the 10-gallon tanks. So I'm going to do about 20 10-gallon tanks.
That's gonna be awesome.
That'll be all set up individually, but on racks. So there'll be like rows of them on one wall. And that'll contain all the small fish
Mhm.
that we're gonna actually sell. So once we get that going, we're gonna start selling fish online. I did that years ago, pretty successfully. So we're going to be doing it again. We also will have a lot of bettas for sale, so that'll be fun as well. Here's Dre. He's going to show us his tank. Hi, Dre.
Oh, you need to turn your mic on.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Hi, Father Fish. Hey, Dina. Here's
Hey.
my daughter.
Oh,
Trying to
it's
say
nice
hey.
to see her. She's
Oh,
so
how
cute.
nice. Hello,
Hey.
dear.
Yeah, so I changed it to the Father Fish substrate. And this dirt that
Okay.
you see up here, I didn't wipe it all the way down, but this here is
It
about
looks,
an inch.
yeah, it
So,
looks great.
yeah. I got a sword in there and Java, is that Java plant?
Java moss. Yeah,
Java
Java
fern.
fern.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's growing a little stem from a leaf there. I don't know what that is.
Huh.
Yeah, but I'm planning to get a light next, and then I'm gonna do more plants. So
Nice.
that's the plan.
What are you doing? Good. It looks great.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love the colors of your betta. He is
Ah,
pretty.
He's a
yeah,
pretty
thank you. I
veteran.
love him
Yeah.
too.
A
Mhm.
crown tail. Oh my.
Yeah,
He's a
those
lover.
colors.
Thank you. I love him. He gets along with these fishes. He wasn't before, but now they're just messing around each other, playing.
Right, right.
I love to see it.
Looking
Absolutely.
good.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm so excited about watching the plants grow with a different plant light, because this light, I don't think it's a plant light.
Mm.
But yeah, that's all I got to show.
Well, appreciate you. Absolutely.
Definitely.
And keep coming back.
Okay, definitely will. Y'all have a good one.
Bye
You
bye.
too. "3G posted something called sax squash. I guess that's a Sasquatch playing a saxophone. Curious. It won't let me click the link. I don't know why. And my computer's acting a little bit funny. There we go. What did it
You
do
know
now?
what? This is not picking up. There it is.
That's good, 3G.
Tequila!
Oh man. I'm gonna have this song stuck in my head for a week, 3G. Thanks. Oh man. I like that.
Tequila!
That was good. Doing
Yeah,
past that best karaoke
I
song.
went to an antique store today and saw this hat and had to get it.
That's a pretty cool hat.
Yeah, it's felt. It's a
Oh,
really
wow.
nice. It's a
Yeah.
very nice hat.
That
It's
is
a
nice.
Gorin Brothers hat, which is a good quality hat.
Mhm.
And the main thing about it is it's clean.
Yeah.
If I want to get into messing that up here.
Mhm. And you can actually mold it whichever way you want.
Well, I know.
Mhm. That was a good find.
I don't know.
You just have to try it different ways and pick the way you like best. But those felt hats, they're really neat because you can mold them to be. You can sit there and work with them and make them whichever style you want. It's a shame you can't really find them anywhere. The only place you can find them is a vintage store or a thrift store.
Yeah, they're expensive too. This was only $25 from that.
That's not bad.
No,
That
they
is
run.
not
They
bad.
run. I've paid $75 for felt hats.
Mhm.
Let's see. I need to put it with my other chapeau, my hat collection here. Whoa.
Let's see what we got in the comments. My computer is doing really weird stuff, you guys. I don't know why my computer's doing weird stuff.
Okay, what is this?
Home steamer will shape it. That's good to know.
So
I did
say
not
what?
know that.
Oh, 3G is here.
Oh, awesome.
That was great, Father.
There he is. Hi.
My favorite
that was
angels.
great. Best Billy laugh I've had all day.
Same here.
That was fun.
I wanted to come up for a minute and do the angel round again. I guess it's getting to be a weekly thing.
Yeah,
They sound
absolutely.
good.
Well, that's good. Oh, I had a couple of people asking how to contact you. They were interested in buying some angels from you.
They
Are
can
you
contact.
shipping?
Well, what I do is normally I let Jess deal with that, and so they can contact her at Maine's Tail, Fur, and Fins,
Okay,
or the Aquatic Morning Show. I think they can get
good.
her either way.
There you go. Great.
And I need to get her up here to see you, Father Fish, because
Absolutely.
you was interested in,
Haven't talked to her in years.
and she has some of the most beautiful, knockout, gorgeous guppies you've ever seen.
Oh, I know it. And I really need to get some of her guppies.
And she ships. She does a lot of shipping.
I know she does. I know she does.
So
Yeah.
anyhow,
Well,
this is the 125 everybody sees every week. Blah blah blah.
I love those angels though. Those are my favorite angels.
Yeah,
And
they are.
these long fin rosy barbs right here.
Yeah.
They are
I'm
pretty.
building. I'll show y'all in the back if we have time. I got a little basket to catch their eggs, and they're fixing
Oh,
to go.
nice.
I'm gonna put the 4 females and the 2 best looking males in there. I think that's a pretty good ratio. What you think?
Yeah,
folks?
yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put them back there in that tank and see if I can catch me some eggs, because every morning when the lights come on, they get in this sword and they just shoot eggs everywhere.
Yep.
And the angelfish are like in a circle around the sword, just waiting for them to pop out.
What is that swimming by there? Was that a rainbow right there? What is that?
Those are the long fin rosy barbs. That's the one I'm talking about.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Those are pretty.
I'm gonna take the
Right
2 with
there,
the blackest, the 2
Oh.
males with the blackest fins.
Oh, yeah, that's a pretty
And-
fish.
And then the 4 females are the light color ones, and they're all
Right,
egged up. You
right.
can see them.
Nice.
Yeah, I love those males with the black fins. That's a pretty coloration.
They never stop, and any little algae that's on your plants or string hair algae or whatever, they gobble it up.
Rosy
good.
barbs.
Long fin rosy barbs, yeah. There's a hoplo cat,
Yeah,
That's a pretty cat.
like a stretch Corey.
yeah, that's a morph. They get big. I've caught them wild in Florida at 6 to 8 inches.
Really?
Yeah.
He's about 5. That dude's about
In fact,
5.
I found a boil of them once. I never until I saw that, I never understood what a boil of fish is. They were in a school and they were erupting. They're an air breather. They were erupting to the surface in a constant flow, like they were boiling up to the surface constantly. It was
Wow,
like
I've never seen that. Wow.
thousands of them. It was amazing. Aren't they pretty?
Yeah, they are. I love those high fins.
The light's not very good on this tank. It's kind of underpowered.
Yeah, you can still see them really well though.
Yeah, looking at the finnage, though, it really helps you understand what selective breeding is all about. Because there are other angels whose fins will be very thin, and these are rather thick. I don't mean width, I mean length. They're a longer, thicker kind of. What is that on the glass?
Malaysian trumpet snails.
Okay, right. Sure enough. Sure enough.
If they don't bother me, if they would stay off the glass.
Yeah, I know what you mean. They're such a big help in a tank, though.
Yeah,
they're stunning angels, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
They're growing fast too, so hopefully I'll have some babies for these for long.
Really, really. Wow, impressive. What is that called?
That is a Bulgarian seal point.
Bulgarian seal point. Okay. Huh.
Some people call them Bulgarian greens. It's not
Right.
coming
So
across.
this is one of the strains that was developed in Czechoslovakia.
Oh, that's
they are definitely green. the body is green.
Wow.
It's coming off as kind of a bluish or silverish, but they're
Yeah, kind of
definitely.
almost white. Looking at it. We're not getting the color here.
I think my light is bleaching
Washing
them out a
them
little
out.
bit.
Yeah,
The
probably.
higher they get up in the water column, it's making them bleached out.
Right.
Okay, well, let's see. We'll move on. I mainly came up to show you the angel babies that we've been checking on every week.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
I moved them to a bigger tank, and we can stop by and see the goldfish for a second. Hello, goldfish.
That is a beautiful goldfish. That big one. Wow.
Oran-
How
Oranda.
big is that goldfish? She
She's
looks
big.
huge.
She's pretty
Wow.
big. Shabunkin, Oranda, Ranchu.
Yeah.
That's
I
my favorite.
love the calico pattern on those. And that little gold one with the white belly. That one is cute too. They're all cute.
The Ranchu, yeah.
Yeah, he's cute. He's really cute. Black angels.
Oh, yeah, those are beautiful.
The black lace has always been a favorite. When I was a kid, it was a favorite.
Mm-hmm.
How's that guy looking?
That guy's looking good. I swear that those are the cutest plecos. I don't know what it is. The bristlenose plecos, their noses are just adorable to me.
Oh.
Eventually I'm going to end up getting one.
Has he got babies in there?
I don't think. Let me look right quick. I got babies in the tank in this.
Oh, right. Oh, look at them.
Oh, wow. They're so little.
Okay, yeah, I checked in that, and there's none in there. About dropped the camera though.
Right. Nice.
Oh, it
None in the
happens.
cage.
Hey, 3G,
But yeah,
do you have a website where you sell?
I do not. But you can contact Jess at Main Tail Fern Fins and tell them that you seen my stuff on there, and I said it was available through her, and you can get it. She'll ship it. I'll give it to her, and then she'll ship it to you.
Nice.
Awesome. We've got several people in the chat that's curious.
Yeah, it's all depending on contacting her and getting her to agree with it. Because, like I say, everything that I raise, my local fish shop gets. They call dibs on everything.
That is so awesome.
That's what I used to do. I had a couple of angel breeders, and I would take everything they had. In fact, I never bought angels like from a dealer. I only got them locally.
The guy that came up with the discus, I figured I'd come up and show you. Y'all can see another
Nice.
discus tank.
Right.
Deep substrate, no water changes. Mr. Hoplo cat followed me over.
Hoplo, right.
That's a beautiful disc.
Pretty fish.
I love the colors on a discus. They are just so colorful.
That color morph grew out of one single fish that was found in a population of about 1 million fish 10 to 15 years ago. Don't remember exactly how long ago. In Malaysia, I think. Might have been Thailand, but I think it was in Malaysia. A fellow was visiting his friend who had a discus farm, and he noticed one fish that was not like all the others. Out of millions of fish, they were. If you've seen wild discus, that's what wild discus looked like until that one was found, and he snagged it and started breeding it, and developed all of these color strains that we have now. They all came out of one single fish.
That's impressive.
Great fish room.
Oh yeah, they're coming along.
Look at that.
See, what amazes me with the angelfish is just how much they change just over the weeks. Like you would never know. 3 weeks ago,
they look like little angels now, don't they?
Yeah, now I can identify it. It's an angelfish. It's amazing.
I got some.
So cool.
There's some super reds in here with these. growing out. They're tiny.
Mhm.
This is a 20 long.
What's the plant?
Pearlweed.
Okay.
I got that from LRB a couple of
Huh.
years ago at Dallas. Met him up there, and
Oh yeah.
that
Nice.
it grows floating, planted, whatever. It don't care.
Huh. Right.
Yeah, it looks good. Which all your tanks look good.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. The Champagne Angels.
Oh, those are pretty.
Adele.
Classy
named
name for a classy fish, huh?
I know it. When Adele said that, in a stream the other night, and she called them Champagne. I was like, oh, that is their new name. Instead of Gold Angels, they're Champagne Angels.
Yeah, really.
All right.
They're
Well, I just
cool.
wanted to. Well, look at here. There's here's some stir-by Cory eggs.
Oh, cool. I think it's my favorite Cory.
See
is
them
the
right there on the
stir-fry.
glass.
Oh, they are little.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you can see the Cory over there in the corner.
That's a pretty
Now, are
Cory.
you going to take the eggs or take the
Yeah,
fish out?
normally I take them out, and let's see if I can do it right here.
Their eggs are so much smaller than what I thought. Because my Corys,
Oh, I lost them.
I didn't have a male and female, so
There
no
you go.
eggs.
You
I
need a
lost
little
them.
net.
Yeah, usually they'll stick to your finger. I must be a little bit late. When they're first laid, they stick pretty good,
Mhm.
and so they'll come
Right.
off on you. They'll come off on your finger,
Oh, look at that. Sure enough.
and then I put
Cool.
them in here. You can stick them to the
See,
glass.
yeah, they're adhesive eggs.
You can stick them to the glass, or if they fall to the bottom, they still hatch, no
Well,
problem.
that's nice. It's important to get them out because the adults will eat them.
They will. Now these guys over here, these adults don't eat theirs.
Really?
They'll load it. They'll load it up, and I mean I have tons of their babies in tanks.
Oh, look at them all. Are
Wow.
they albino?
Yes, those are albino
Yeah, they
Corys
probably
and
don't
albino
see them. They're
and
probably
albino
blind.
buffalo.
Huh.
There's some small angels in there that are a little bigger than the last ones we looked at.
Oh yeah.
They're down there
That's
digging in the mold.
How about that? Very cool.
Tiny little guys.
Yeah, they are.
They look more like angels than the other ones.
Yeah.
Well, they're a little older, huh? Nice.
All right, well, I'm gonna back on out of here.
Thank you.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
thanks for coming up.
We'll see y'all next time. Have a good one.
Bye.
You too. Yeah, I love his fish room.
I know.
He's got the dream fish room.
I know. It's true, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lots of discus tonight,
Mhm.
Seth Kale says. That's right. Stan says, I need some Hoplo cats in my life.
Yeah,
Oh.
Christian B is right. Those crypts and swords that 3G has, they are amazing.
So Emily wants to know some opinions of floating plants.
Hmm.
What do y'all think about floating plants?
I personally love them.
Yeah, thank you, Emily, for your donation. It's very kind of you. Let me see if I can find it here. Where'd it go?
I keep several different types of floating plants. I love them. They're just so easy.
Yeah, the only problem is it's some of them, like the duckweed salvinia, frog spit,
Mm-hmm.
tend to block the light. They tend
Yeah,
to get so dense on the surface that they will significantly lower the light getting into the tank.
Yeah, you have to watch them some, but I don't know. I just love the way it just makes it look so natural having that layer on top.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Absolutely does. Oh, what else is going on here?
Sidious says floating plants are the best plants. I just like how easy it is. I can add them to my rest jars and everything.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I've got 3 bucket ponds outside full of floating plants. That's the main plants in them is the floating plants.
Zavkiel says the dace may be the best algae eater he's ever kept. That's pretty interesting too, isn't it? Because it's a very uncommon fish to find in the hobby. Mainly because it's not a tropical. It's a temperate zone fish. And there are very few temperate zone fish that are popular. The mountain minnow is, the golden top minnow. Not much else, frankly.
Would rice fish be a temperate zone?
They are, yes, they are. Absolutely. Yeah, the goody eye is as well, actually.
And I've got to thank Stan Pittman because I didn't know that turtles would eat frog bit. That's good to know.
Turtles will eat most any plant.
Yeah. I just didn't realize that they would eat. I don't know why I just didn't think about them eating floating plants. I thought more along the lines of stem plants, possibly swords.
Right. Oh, good sakes. I should get some of that chicken pie there. And
Yeah, you should.
let me go do that. I'm gonna do that.
I don't know how you're sitting there looking at it and haven't yet.
Really? I'm gonna do it. It's been sitting here long enough.
But yeah, when it comes to floating plants, there's a lot of different ones that I like. And yeah, Guppy, I think you're right. I doubt turtles can eat up all the duckweed. I don't think anything can except one thing I found that can if you have chickens outdoors. Because I cannot keep outdoor duckweed. The wild chickens will eat every bit of it. So I have to pretty much try to grow that indoors for chicken trees. So, but so far I'm trying to figure out which one was my favorite because I've got a couple of new ones that I got from LRB that I'm going to be doing a video review on soon. And so far those two, I'm going to give it a couple of weeks before I say those two are my favorite. But I'm really liking them. Right now my favorite's Azola. Because that one's way easier to dig out of your tank than duckweed. Has anybody in the chat tried keeping Azola? It's actually amazing.
Did you hear? I just heard it click.
Heard what click?
Somebody just came up.
See, for me, it doesn't show anybody up.
No, you can't see it or hear it.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Let's see who it is here. It is Dylan Brown. Hi, Dylan.
Hey, Father Fish. Hey, Dina. What's up, guys?
Nice to see you. How are you?
Yeah, you guys too. Hey, by the way, hold on. I gotta get closer. I got another one. I got some Ember Tetras in there. Sorry, not Ember Tetras. Neon Tetras. And there's 2 female betas in here. It's definitely been bad, very bad. The betas, they kind of, even though I kind of have it very much planted, and the substrate is actually like real dirt and like good stuff. So this tank is actually thriving with the plants more than that guy is. And I think it's just because of the substrate, honestly.
I'm sure.
What kind of
Well,
substrate have you got in the one that's not thriving?
I have aqua soil and sand. Lots
Yep.
of sand. I know now, obviously, and I can tell from that tank to this tank, the difference that your substrate can make on your tank. And you guys know, you
It makes
preach
a
it.
big difference.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the thing
Well,
about aqua soil is simply a very cheap dirt with fertilizer in it,
Mhm.
and the fertilizer it dissolves out rather quickly,
Yeah.
leaving it essentially inert.
Mhm.
So capping it helps because it'll prolong it, but it does not have much in the way of nutrition to begin with. So it's kind
okay.
of a ripoff, really.
So, in your opinion, where I'm at now, without breaking the tank down, how should I go about this next step to helping the plants? Even if I
build a food web. Start putting leaves in it.
I see, I was thinking about that, and I have, I know it's not leaves, but I have actual, like, sticks and stuff
That'll work.
coming.
That's fine.
To help. Okay, so one of the big problems I'm having right now is I'm trying to keep coolie loaches. I really like them. I really want them in this tank, and I really want them thriving in this tank. But the issue is they keep dying on me. And I know why. It's because they don't have a food source.
Right.
And I mean, I guess the temperature and things like that could have an effect on it too. But my numbers are good.
Two things will help. The food web, you want to do the food web, you want to be able to seed it with wild leaf culture from a pond or a creek, because you need to bring the microfauna in. That's the macrofauna is the food for the coolies. And you need to build a little rock pile somewhere in the tank for the coolies to hide in. And
They usually kind of like hang out in this area. He usually hangs out in there. I know it's kind of better to see in person, but I basically made like little caves here on the
Okay.
bottom, and they like to hang out there. So,
okay.
I mean, I can add more rocks and stuff later, but I have so many floating plants or plants that don't have to be planted in the substrate, which is what I was doing to match not having the right substrate. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I'm not using it. I'm using the water. So I have hornswort in here. I have obviously a lot of mosses. I have Java moss and Christmas moss and
right.
But yeah.
Yeah, what you don't have is the microfauna. And
Yeah, you
that's
definitely need it.
kind of the key.
I do have a jar that I was working on.
A resurrection jar, good. Okay.
Yes. I'm following. I'm learning slowly.
If you have trouble collecting, like because certain areas you just can't collect in, you can check out Phillips Fish Works, and he has all the different microcultures. He has this one kit called Bag of Bugs that has everything in it that'll help you start one.
Okay.
Because I know sometimes it can be hard to get out and collect.
That's going to be the biggest help to keeping the loaches going, because it'll provide a food source for them.
Yeah, I've been feeding like sinking foods, foods that'll go to the bottom. because all the guys in my tank, so all the tetras and the mollies and the molly babies, and I even have a couple of guppies in here, and they eat everything before everybody on the bottom can. So even if I overfeed, it still doesn't get to them. So they're kind of
Yeah, that's right. The loaches really need live food. And it
okay.
can be microscopic. I mean, it doesn't need to be blackworms or brine shrimp.
I do have brine shrimp, and I do have the bloodworms.
Okay. Well,
I don't
good.
feed it all the time, but I do feed it. There's a coolie over there. But
Can they eat
I love coolies.
scuds? Can they
And
eat
then
scuds? Can they
Oh,
eat
yeah,
scuds?
absolutely. Yeah.
Because from
I know
what
they shift through the sand when they're scavenging.
Yeah.
Like you can sit there and watch them, and it's pretty cool.
This chicken.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
glad it turned out good.
They're not
But
bad.
But yeah, you can get a scuds culture going because 3G was saying they're very easy to do, and that might help them out too. And they could just do a live feeding.
Yeah. I lost my bamboo shrimp. Yeah, it kind of sucked. But I don't want to keep adding stuff if I'm going to keep losing stuff, you know?
Right.
So, I put the sponge filter in there to help, but
you need to get the food web built up. And the substrate is not going to do it. So you need to add to it. And the best way to do that is with the resurrection jar. Because that brings life in and it brings nutrients in that are broken down.
So when a plant dies in a tank or when it loses leaves and it goes to the bottom, kind of like those guys are right there, once that plant breaks down, isn't that going to create food for them, like its own food web?
Absolutely. That's right.
Yeah, it definitely will.
Okay. Also, I took your advice from last time. Obviously, there's 2 lights in here now.
Okay, right.
So the problem with my top light is it runs at like 10,000 Kelvin, and it's a lot of blue. So I'm thinking it's a reef light. So sorry.
Go ahead.
I added this other light in here, the one in the back, and it has all the colors I need, and it does put out heat. But what I'm curious about, or what I'm worried about, is if it's not going to grow them, but it's going to burn them.
Well, cut the duration down.
I do. I have it on. Well, not right now. I have it a little higher, but I put it down on the lowest setting that it has. It has a setting. It has a timer. It's pretty cool.
So how long do you leave them on?
Okay, so you told me last time to leave it on for 24 hours for a whole day. I didn't, but I was leaving it on for 12 hours a day.
Okay.
I haven't added this light into the mix yet. I'm kind of stuck on that. But the light up top runs for 10 hours a day.
That's pretty good. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. I'm getting there.
You're doing well. You're doing really well.
Are you in the Discord group?
I don't think so. No, I do have Discord, but I play games and stuff. On Twitch and stuff like that.
Well, check it out. You might really enjoy it. If
Yeah, I
you
have the
know
link
your
for
way
you.
around in Discord, that's the biggest problem people have, is that they're not familiar with the format. But we've got a really, really good channel. It's a very well-developed channel. Or server, I should say. We've got 50 channels in it.
I got you.
Take a look and see what you think. Who was asking? Oh, Jacques Decker, how can you tell when you have enough microfauna since you can hardly see them? You can tell by the condition of the fish. If the fish are grazing, that means they're eating. They're not going to graze unless there's something for them to eat.
Mhm.
So if they're grazing, they're finding food. If they're not grazing, there's not enough food there for them to waste their time doing it. So that's one way to go. And also, if they're that fish never gets fat as such, but if they're healthy and vibrant and grazing, then you've got a pretty good culture. But you want to keep adding to it. You don't stop because it'll go down. You need it's like any kind of feeding. You have to keep feeding, and it's the same with the food web. It's being consumed, so you need to continue adding it. Theoretically, you can reach the point where you achieve a balance, but for most of us, that balance requires a very limited number of top predators of fish, much more limited than you might really be happy with. So it's important to keep feeding. Keep adding the leaf culture, add leaves. If you see the leaves disintegrating, add more. That means they're being eaten.
Yeah.
So you gotta add more. Um, if they're
I
not,
had a.
if they're
You,
not, then you need to add live culture. I'm sorry, Dylan. What
no,
was
you're good. You're good. I didn't mean to cut you off. I had a plant in here, and it was a floater, and I think I showed you guys last time. It was dying, right? So the fish were constantly eating on it, and you could see like day by day the plant was just slowly breaking down. And as you see, it's not there anymore. So they basically ate it, like
Right.
as it was breaking down. Like I was watching them.
Exactly right. It's exactly right. Many fish get blamed for eating plants when they're actually eating the dead part off of plants.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the same goes with snails. The
Exactly right.
sorry, I was trying to think of the name of it. My plants in the back when they were dying, I had a constant snails on it, like all the way up the leaves and stuff.
Right.
But over time, if you look at them now, they're completely bare and it's all the way down to the green. And I did wipe them down, like the really dead ones on the bottom, but the snails, like they basically ate everything on them. Hold on, I can see if we can show you back there.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're bare. Anyways, probably
Right.
get off here.
Well, thank you,
Thank you
Dylan.
guys.
Yeah, thank you
Yeah,
for
thank
coming
you
on.
guys.
Enjoyed you coming on. Appreciate it. See you again soon. Bye for now. Nice.
Hmm.
Let's see. Nobody else is here right now. Just us chickens. Stan said he's hungry for some reason. I'm not anymore.
Hey, you're not hungry now.
Not bad. Not bad. Not great. Not the best I've ever had, but not bad.
Hey, it makes it good that you made it yourself. There's the pride in making it yourself that just
I
makes it
know.
good.
And I've got enough of it to last a month.
That's awesome.
I'll take it into work and pass out the goodies.
Yeah.
All right. Where are we at? What is it? We're at 8:30? 8:30, yeah. Got about a half an hour.
And Lee, yeah, we would love to see your tank in the future. That'd be awesome.
Let's see. Bears crochet critters. Do you have any suggestions for dealing with feeding puffers without fouling the tank? Line blackworms seem to do well because they graze on the ones they miss. Scud culture, maybe. I tell you what the best thing to do is go to the supermarket and buy some shrimp. You can buy frozen shrimp and then shave the shrimp or cut off it's a big puffer, cut off small pieces and feed the shrimp. Feed only what they will eat. And don't overfeed. Feed a little bit every day, and that'll keep them going and make them happy. And they will not foul the tank with it because they'll be eating all of it. It's really a perfect food. The best food, what they eat in the wild is typically uh, shellfish or little, yeah, shellfish. So you could feed things like oysters and clams, but they're a lot messier. Shrimp are perfect, and it's a natural food for the puffers. So it's something that they will understand, and that'll meet their nutritional needs just really perfectly. What else? Lemon just bought his first fish tank, thinking of fishing up some Norwegian native goldfish. Well,
Oh,
that
that
sounds
would be amazing.
wonderful. What you want to start with, Lemon, is some Norwegian mud and some Norwegian sand to cap it, and then some Norwegian plants out of a local body of water. Then you can put your native goldfish in it, and that'll be spectacular.
Yeah, well,
Oh, let's see. Guppy Gun. Well, the 110 liter is in better shape. I'll show that instead of my 3-month Guppy tank. Well, it doesn't have to be great. It's what's more interesting is seeing something that needs help get help and seeing it week after week getting better and better. So you might consider that option as well. I appreciate you don't want to start on the bottom rung, um, but be humble. It's good for the soul.
yeah, it is. Let's see.
Lee Wilcox. Hey, Lee. Nice to see you. Happy to have you here. And Adam says, Amen. Native everything. Well, everything is native to somewhere.
Oh, that's true.
So it's all native.
Hmm.
It's just a matter of how close you are to its native territory.
Yeah, it is. And Victor C, he actually asked a really interesting question over in my stream. What is your favorite rock for aquariums?
My
Mine's Dragonstone and Lava Stone, but I want to know what your favorite rock for aquariums is, Fatherfish.
my favorite is actually the uh, fossilized coral, the
Ooh, I didn't know I could use that.
Florida fossil coral, which is the most common stone, if you will, in
Yeah.
Florida. They do road beds with it.
Mm-hmm.
It is 5 feet down, and for the next 15 feet, it's solid.
Mm-hmm.
But when you find it on the surface, that has been on the surface for years and years, and the rain has washed it, it is utterly spectacular.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
like grooved with sharp edges and holes through it. It's just amazing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't get that way in the water. It only gets that way on land.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
Prego coating glasses. Needs a wrench. Get you a wrench. And he says, I have a question. What happens when you pull out a plant for some reason? Does it release ammonia and nitrates in the soil? Or is it okay if the tank is established? Well, golly, I've done that an awful lot. I'll tell you what I do. I jiggle the plant. If it's rooted, I jiggle it in place. And the reason I do that is by doing that, you're breaking the hair roots loose from the sand or soil. So that when you pull it out, that you don't, you're not pulling it out with a lot of dirt attached to it. The dirt gets attached to it by the hair roots. The hair roots are like they're virtually microscopic. I mean, they might get a quarter of an inch long. They're literally hair growing on the roots, and those hairs are what takes in nutrients, and they do it by getting into the tiny particles of soil or sand or whatever. So by jiggling it, they break off. Now, not to worry, because when you then pull that out, you get almost no soil coming out with it.
Yeah.
But when you replant it, those hair roots grow back in 1 to 2 days. They just pop right out. So you're not injuring the plant at all by doing that, and you are preventing pulling a whole lot of soil or a whole lot of dirt out of the substrate into the water column.
That makes sense. Adam's got a question for you. He's going to be putting in a pond with a waterfall soon, and he wonders if you use the father fish substrate the same way in a pond that you would in an aquarium.
No, you don't. And there are a couple of reasons for this. The main reason is you do not need to. What you need to do is put 4 to 6 inches of sand, just sand, 4 to 6 inches of sand in the bottom of the pond. There will be enough leaf mulch, wind-blown dust, everything else imaginable going into that pond that in a matter of months, it will build a soil layer, and it will be a rich soil layer. So it takes care of itself naturally. You could put dirt in, but there really is no point to doing it. You're better off doing a deep sand bed and let that become the substrate for the pond. You may find after a couple of years that you're getting that it's getting a lot of detritus. You can filter it out, or you can add another inch or 2 inches of sand to it in order to get that deeper. You may wind up with a foot of sand in the bottom of that pond over a period of years. So you want to build it so it is 3 to 4 foot deep. You want to get it deep, not shallow. You do not want a 12-inch deep pond. That is not a pond. That's a puddle.
Yeah.
Okay? Even 2 feet is really not deep enough to be able to have a decent substrate in it and then have more than a puddle above it. You want a minimum of 36 inches to 48 inches. If you go to 5 feet, it will not be too deep. Now, if you're going to do that, you want sides on it that are shallow. So build some kind of a rim or build it out so that you've got a slope going up to shallow, some way to be able to have shallow water. The reason for that, that's multifold, many reasons. One is that baby fish or a small fish will be able to survive in those shallows when the bigger fish get too big and are eating everything. Borrow pits are a good case in point. A borrow pit is there are a lot of them in Florida where they've done deep holes in order to mine sand to build roads. Those holes have straight sides and they may go down 20 feet or more. There's no life in them. It's impossible for life to sustain itself in that kind of pit because there's no way for the sunlight to reach areas that are able to grow algae, able to grow microfauna, able to build anything like a food web. Little fish cannot survive. A big fish gets in there, it eats up everything and starves to death. So you don't typically find fish in places like that. So you want a shallow. You want to build some kind of shallow. If you do a kidney, make one end of the kidney shallow down to a deep area. But make sure that deep area is at least 3 foot deep, 4 foot if you can do it. So the little molded ponds really are not ponds, and they're really no good as ponds. They're just not deep enough. You need
That's
something.
good to know.
You need something deep enough you can go swimming in it, or at least soak in it. So let that be the measurement. Something deep enough that you can soak in it, or if it's big enough, swim a little bit in it. Let's see what else is going on. About some minnows. Okay, two. One seems to be stressed, going up and down the glass. Well, it is. You're absolutely right. The reason fish go up and down the glass or swim from side to side is they're looking for cover. They're looking for a place to hide. These people would say, "Oh, look at my betta. I put him in this big tank and they're so happy. He's swimming around and around. Look at him go back and forth." The fish is insanely crazy and fearful for its life. It's in an absolute state of panic, and you're celebrating it, you fool.
Right? Preach it for the fish. That's the truth of it.
Really, really. I had a guy, he had an arowana, a little 6-inch arowana in a 200-gallon bare tank. And he said, "Look at this fish, how happy it is, swimming side to side, never stopping." It's not normal behavior for an arowana. It was in an absolute state of panic, trying to find a place to hide. Fish need to hide because there are bigger fish in their world that eat them. If you don't have places for fish to hide, they will be in a panic. That is precisely why little fish in bare tanks like Oscars that grow up to be big fish become absolute terrorists. They will not tolerate anything in their tank because it is a threat to them. When it comes to feeding micro predatory fish, best practice to have enough space and surface area. Smaller organisms feed on unicellular. Algae, bigger ones feed on that, but you need dirt. Deja missing. Absolutely right. Seen my tank bubble from the soil today. Perfectly normal. Not anything to worry about at all. It's nitrogen gas and CO2, but primarily nitrogen. I bet is following me around the tank begging for food. That's because you feed them all the time. The only way they know you is the food mechanism. So stop being a food mechanism. Feed them once a day and sit there and watch them at least twice a day, preferably a little more. And they will stop begging. They'll start looking around. Get some if you can get some wild culture and put it in there. They will be wholly enthusiastic about that because they'll find food in that. Bettas are the original food web denizen. They absolutely love the food web. It's the best thing you can do for a betta. Lee says it's the farts. It's farting. It's too true. Local fish store had a large male jewel for sale as a flower horn. That's funny.
That is.
That's funny. Somebody just came up.
Oh, awesome.
Jacob. Jacob Wade. Hi, Jacob.
Hey.
Oh, hey, what's up, guys?
How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Yeah, it's looking amazing. I've actually I've actually generated a full biological ecosystem like out in the actual real wilderness because
Yeah.
I've actually seen this progress that I've generated. Okay, because you get about here and there, sometimes you can get your affected fish, but that happens, okay? But what I'm talking about before, I would get all these white bumps, I would get all these infections, I would constantly have these breakouts where it was killing my fish.
Right.
Now, this is where the science part comes in that I've learned, that I've generated in here properly this time, okay? Because here and there you'll get this from time to time, from time to time, not all the time, not saying this happens every single day or once a month. This is just out of the ordinary sometimes because this is what it's designed to do. Okay, you're going to have your parasites, you're going to have your bad bacteria, okay, everywhere, any type of water. But this is where the science comes in. You have your layer that you have your organisms and all your little biological things. This is where you grow them. And when you grow them, okay, the moment that something infects or damages that structure, that bacteria, because I've seen it happen in this tank, will instantly fight it away. Instant.
Yep. That's right.
Done. Gone. You'll see them, bash up maybe one time, and that's all it takes because that's what they're doing. Their slime coat is designed, if you build it properly on them, okay, which is naturally because that's what you're supposed to do with them. Okay, if you get that to build properly, and all you gotta do is just have natural stuff. Okay, the moment anything messes with them or gives them like an itch, it instantly goes away. And I've only had this tank running for about 2 weeks now.
Jacob,
Glad it's working out good.
But from what
right
this is what I've learned from watching all your stuff. Because
Right.
let me tell you, I used to listen to every little thing that these stores used to tell me. I mean, most of the things, they're not wrong about it. They're not. They're just telling you the information that this manufacturing business is designed for. Okay, that's what these big stores are designed to do. Okay, they won't take the time, and they have people that go out here and get the degrees, which makes no sense because they go into these big corporation stores and they try to still sell you bogus things. I have not once put anything in probably about a year now, and this is the results that I've built everything to. Like all this that you see right here is everything that was not supposed to go in on day one, but I trusted that the process that I learned from you, I did everything properly, and the stress actually performed properly. It actually decreased and went down to no stress after about 48 hours, which is actually really, really very good, which means that they felt comfortable. Everything was to their surroundings that they needed to feel comfortable. Because, see, here's the thing, that's the purpose of this. That's why the importance, people need to understand the importance of proper things that they need to have in a successful tank. Because what they try to teach you at the pet stores mainly, you just have simple fish tanks. That's why you constantly run into a problem, because there's no biological ecosystem there. There's nothing there that's designed what it needs to do. It's not working like it needs to do properly. That's why you have your mud, and then you cap it with the sand. That generates everything biologically to break down, stay down, and use what it needs for your nutrients and all that. And then it becomes fish waste, and then all that generates. Okay, if you don't have that structure properly, to me, I've seen it because I did it. I mean, your tank will function, but I guarantee you your tank won't function like you want it to function. Like, there's so many people right now that I know that I don't understand them. I mean, it's very simple. I mean, you just need to pick up the real important information. Don't listen to all these people at the fish stores, because they only tell you what their corporation teaches them to teach the consumers.
Yeah, and that's
and
pretty
that's
much it. I mean, it
that's
really is it. It's the main
it.
fish
It
stores like
doesn't teach
Petco and all
nobody
those.
much. It just
Yeah, you're
teaches
right.
people to have constant problems. That's all they teach it. That I've had more success doing it your way than I have ever had doing it any way at the store. They've always recommended me going to all these medications, doing all these water changes, doing all these gravel vacs. You don't need that if you build your tank properly. And by doing that, you generate and build a proper, natural, biological ecosystem, not just a tank.
Yeah.
If
I
you
think
build the
Jacob's fired up
biological
here.
ecosystem, the tank will function.
Right.
It will function.
Thank you, Jake. That's wonderful.
You did a great job.
You have nailed it.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Yeah,
See
you
the
said a
green?
lot there. You said a lot there that really, really bears repeating. And I think the critical thing is that a healthy tank in nature is geared to overcoming problems, overcoming issues. It does not. Nature does not succumb to invasion. It fights back.
Mm-mm.
It overcomes. It
It does.
dominates. It controls. It maintains its integrity.
That's absolutely. That's why you constantly run into problems, because you're fighting a natural system that's going to beat you. It's going to kill your fish if it has to. That's what happens. Because you're trying to keep throwing all these things that manipulates problems to cause the problem to stop. But you're actually poisoning everything. You're destroying it. It's like a building. That building has a structure. or you damage that structure, it's going to collapse. It's going to fall. It will fall. And that's the same thing that
Thank
will
you,
happen.
Jacob. We are out of time. We need. Thank you, Jacob. I really appreciate you coming up. It's
Oh,
been.
yeah.
I'm so excited for you, and look forward to seeing your plan again and again. So keep
Oh,
on coming back.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Take care. Get on the show. I think you will love getting on the show and talking with folks over there.
Oh, yeah, he will. I'm putting a link for you.
Wonderful source.
Okay, I'll try to do it this time. Last time it wouldn't let me log. It wouldn't let me like log into the thing. I didn't know what I got. I tried to click on it.
Yeah, you need to read the rules because that's where the secret word is.
Yep.
And you got to find that secret word to be able to get in. So make sure when you get over there, you read the rules and you'll find the secret word, and that'll be the key that unlocks the shoal.
Alrighty, I will. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye for now.
Bye.
All right. Well, we are down to the wire here. Let's see. Let's see what I got left. I don't know what I got left.
I think we did everything. I can't remember though.
You know what I do have? I can
What?
think. Let me try it. Let me see if I can do it. Yes, I absolutely can.
My little fishes, as they swim about their home. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I have traveled the world over, but never found the peace that comes from watching my fishes as they swim about their home. My heart is happy and I am content to sit and watch them swim. I will not be alone while these fishies are in my home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home.
Yeah, good night, all. Wonderful to be with you. It's been a joy as ever. Come on back Sunday. We'll be here Sunday. Make sure you catch our video. We're trying to get this latest video to go viral. If you focus something will, and maybe this one will. We need a lot of new people watching. You can share it on some other channels. That would be a big deal. Love you all.
Love y'all.
Bye for now.
Bye, guys.